Welcome to Mist. I'm Coach Nikita, and this is lesson number 25 of green ball. Let's do second serve technique. All right, we're going to be doing, I usually like to practice from the service line, then three-quarters court, then from the baseline. Okay, let's go right into it. A few things. First, the feet. Front foot 45, pointed at the post, back foot heel to arch, step out, get your angle 90 degrees, hand with the ball inside the court. All of the weight is on the front foot. You're gonna shift back, bring the hand between the pockets, toss into the court, and as you shift forward, you're gonna tuck your arm into the chest, throw your tomahawk, and then internally rotate the shoulder and finish just like this. Okay, one more time. Good. Notice I'm leaving my gaze looking at the ball. Okay, let's have a look at it. All right, fantastic. Let's take a look from the back. All right, let's go into the three-quarters court. All right, at three-quarters court, we're going to prolong our finish and bring all the way down to our hip, okay? So it's gonna look something like this. I'm gonna set my feet, rack it up, shift back, toss, throw, and finish just like here. Again, notice I'm not turning, this is turning, this is me not turning. Okay, we really want to emphasize staying sideways. The key here is to look underneath the ball as opposed to hitting like this. Okay, otherwise we're not able to get topspin at all. All right, so let's have a look at it. Again, when you practice with your athlete, what we want to avoid is having them look where the ball is going, where it's placed. We also want to have the coach avoid looking at where the ball is going, because when you're looking, guess what? When the adult is looking, guess what? They're looking as well. So you want to stand right there and look at them only. Okay, I just want to see the technique. And if that doesn't work, guess what? Do it against the fence instead. We got to remove the net. They're so afraid about the net and where the ball is going, they're forgetting about the technique, and the whole thing just crumbles down. Okay, let's have a look. Now from the, let's go all the way straight to the baseline. All right, we're at the baseline for the green ball. Welcome. This is where things diverge from the orange ball technique, and we're going to start adding the feet, okay, and more particular the tilt. Okay, let's have a look at what that is. You're going to set your feet, get your hand up, shift back as usual, toss, but then you're going to tilt back. Okay, notice what I did here. I had an angle of my body, just one angle. All right, and this is really, really important. The hip flexors is what propels you back. It's like you're drawing the string and then you're letting go. Okay, what usually happens is that there is no drawing of the string and people just bend. Okay, and that's not how you do the serve, although it helps with top spin, but the primary muscles are the hip flexors. Let's have a look at them again right here. These are the muscles that drive the ball. Notice the rebound effect. Okay, whatever the elastic, you're stretching the muscles and then pushing yourself back. Okay, try yourself at home. One of the ways that I like to practice with kids is grab a ball, wedge the ball right here in between, and then just toss it Toss it forward. Okay? You cannot do this when you're bending. Watch the bend. Okay, where did the ball go? The ball went up, but we don't want the ball going up. We want the ball going forward. Okay, we want our body going forward. Explosion. Okay, watch the difference between the two one more time. This is the tilt. Set your feet. Get your hand up. You don't need a racket. Shift back, toss. And that's the tilt. Okay? Now watch the bend. Set the feet, get your hand up, shift back, toss. Okay? That's what happens. Did you see that weird thing here? I made two angles. Angle here and angle here. Okay, there's two angles. We only need one angle. It's too many angles. Watch again. Okay? I used to teach it this way until I realized that it was incorrect. And I'm not surprised. There's no education in America, so unfortunately, I had to do so much research to figure this out. Okay? It's the tilt. Okay? This is how professionals do it. And unfortunately, some professionals actually don't do it correctly, which I've actually seen on the tour. A good example would be Maria Sharapova. Have a look at her serve. Extremely weird, but she's able to hit the ball. Why? Because she's so good. That's the only reason. Okay? She's able to hit an inefficient stroke efficiently. Okay? So let's do it with the actual serve. Okay? With the ball. What we're gonna do is we're going to add a step at this point, since the power that we're adding is so strong that it's hard for us to stop. Okay, so we're going to step into the court, and this is the step. You're gonna step into the court. All right, here we go. All right, did you guys notice the step? Fantastic. What else do we need to know about the technique on this particular serve? Why do we also tilt? Well, if you tilt, you help the rhythm of your tossing arm. So watch this. You shift back and you almost go at the same time. At the same time. Right here, okay? As opposed to what? As opposed to this. As opposed to shift back, toss, bend, and then jump. So there's the thing's disconnected, okay? And you might be surprised, why does that person have such a weird serve? When you look at professionals, and they have just such a fluid serve. It's rhythm. Everything is synchronized. It's connected. Shift back, toss by pushing your hips, toss, and then shift forward. Okay? What else helps? Why is tilt so important? Well, when you tilt, your head is like this. You can just see the ball. Oh, there it is. It's right there. But when you don't tilt, look what happens to your head. This is what happens when you bend. Shift back, toss, bend, and look at my head. Look at my head. I'm literally choking myself here. Okay? But if I tilt back, oh, okay. Well, there it is. There's the ball. You know, there's no problem here. So this is very difficult. Kids will not get this, okay? So The only way to do it, and the reason they don't get this is because they just don't have the muscles. And to understand why they are unable to do this is to try to understand yourself trying to write. Okay, can you grab a pen and start writing? And it's extremely difficult in the beginning. And you might be able to get it like after a couple of years, but you just don't have the muscles, the minute things. But same thing with the athletes, young athletes. Practice by jamming the ball in between the chin and the collar here, and pushing it up like this. Okay. Another way that I've liked to do this is have them tilt back and have their head go up. Okay, so here's an example. They're gonna stand in their stance, so tilt back, and the head goes up, and the head goes up, directly up, not forward. This would be forward. Okay, that would be strange. You want to go up. Okay, and it makes a whole lot of difference. Okay, those few things might work for young athletes or might not. Find out what works, but the key here is the tilt. Okay, work on the tilt. Fantastic. Make sure you practice starting from the service line as usual, 3/4 court, and now the baseline. You're gonna start adding the tilt. This is not so much of a 10 in a row thing. This is much of a technique thing. Okay, work on just getting the technique done. Okay, fantastic. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.